to rest my head, then I'd be no rover. I'd be a happy, happy man. I'd be no rover. I'd be a happy, happy man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say, listen to me now. Say, listen to me now.
I'm a rover, a traveling man. Only problems face me all the day long. If I could only find me some place to rest my head, then I'd be no rover. I'd be a happy, happy man. I'd be no rover. I'd be a happy, happy man. I'd be no rover. I'd be a happy, happy
Living on free food tickets, born in a milk from a hole in the roof where the rain came through. What can you do? Tears from your little sister, crying because she does never dress without a patch for the party to go. Oh, but you know, she'll get by, cause she's living in the love of the common people. Smash through the heart of a family man. That is gonna buy her a drink to cling to. Mama's gonna love her just as much as she can. And she can. It's a good thing you don't have bus fare. It would fall through the hole in your pocket and you lose it in the snow on the ground. You gotta walk in the town to find a job, trying to keep your hands warm. But the hole in the shoe let the snow come through and chills it to the bone. So you better go home where it's warm. You can live in the love of the common people. Smile through the heart of the family man. God is gonna buy you a drink to cling to. Mama's gonna love you just as much as she can. And she can. Living on dream ain't easy. The closer the lip, the tighter the fit, and the chill stay away. Take 'em in stride, the family ground. You know that faith is your foundation. Oh, let the love and the warm conversation, boy, don't forget to pray. Just make it strong where you belong, so you can live in the love of the common people. Smile through the heart of a family man. God is gonna buy you a dream to cling to. Mama's gonna love you just as much as she can, and she can. Living in the love of the common people. Smile through the heart of a family man. God is gonna buy you a dream to cling to. Mama's gonna love you.
Stick it up, mister. Hear what I said, sir, yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Get your hands in the air, sir. Woo. Yeah. Then you will get no hurt, mister. No. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. What they say. Don't you hear? I say, yeah. This is what they say. Do you believe I would take something with me and give it to the policeman? I wouldn't do that. And if I do that, I would say, sir, I want to put the charge on me. I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a fool to hurt myself, so I was innocent. What they done to me, it was wrong. Listen to me one more time. They were wrong. Oh yeah, give it to me one time. Give it to me 2 times. Give it to me 3 times. Yeah. Give it to me 4 times. Before 46 was my number. Right now, someone has that number. One more time, baby. 4, 5, No, 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 no. Was my number, oh yeah, right now, someone
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. This is the Spice and Splice with the Baroness. I have two guests with me today. So I have Rude DJ and I have Patsy, aka Fly Girl P.
Good afternoon.
Good
everyone.
afternoon. Super happy to be here.
Yes.
Nice to see you again.
It's a lovely surprise.
It is.
These guys, they have jam sessions on West Side and
Should be happening now.
Well, yeah, this is normally your time, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, there you go. See, competition. There you go. So,
This is the way to win the competition. Have them on your show instead.
That's right. Gotta show the people what's going on then.
Exactly.
Let them see what's out there. So, Rude DJ and Fly Girl P, these guys have been championing the causes of independent artists now for how many years?
Where we are now,
11.
about 11 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how they do this is they normally invite an artist on and they do what you would call an acoustic session.
Yeah, we just get them to do what they do live with a guitar or keyboard or whatever, and then
We just jam, babes.
Oh,
Yeah, we just jam. Hey, jam
in the
sessions.
form of a session.
Yeah.
Can't say further than that.
Oh boy, there it is. And he's still with his.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to play. Let's see. I'm gonna play another two tunes, and then we're gonna get back in conversation with these guys here
God help us all.
about what's going on. Before I continue, you have to read out all these all-important bits of information here. So our website is uk.iliveradio.com. Studio number is 0208 638 8503. We have our WhatsApp on 07564 265 257. Email is ilivuk@iliveradio.com, and you can catch us on all social media platforms of iLiveUK. So, next tune up is by Nat King Cole. Now, the title is Don't Let It Go to Your Head. But obviously you guys would know that from Ms. Jean Khan. Well, it's not that!
You bet she'll flirt, but don't let it go to your head. You might get hurt, so don't let it go to your head. She doesn't ask any questions, save all the answers. You found her at last, and now you're part of a session that's moving too fast. She'll hold your hand, but don't try to reach for the sky. You'll understand as soon as the evening rolls by. She wears my ring on her finger, she'll never linger. So brother, you're dead. And just like I said, don't let it go to your head. try to reach for the sky, you'll understand. As soon as the evening rolls by, she wears my ring on her finger. She'll never linger. So brother, you're dead. And just like I said, don't let it go to your head. I'm her guy. It's time to confess, you've just missed the boat to happiness. So just like I said, don't let it go to your head. I call my sugar a candy, 'cause I am sweet on candy, and candy's sweet on me. She understands me, my understanding candy, and candy's always handy when I need sympathy. I wish that there were four of her, so I could love much more of her. She has taken my complete heart. I got a sweet tooth for my sweetheart. Candy is gonna be just dandy the day I take my candy and make her mine, all mine. That there were four of her, so I could love much more of her. She has taken my complete heart. I got a sweet tooth for my sweetheart. Candy is gonna be just dandy the day I take my candy and make her mine, all mine. It's gonna be just dandy when I take my candy and make her mine.
So that was Candy by Nat King Cole, and next I'm gonna have Mandolins in the Moonlight by Mr. Perry Como. That was Mummy's favourite. It was. Maybe I won't have Mandolins in the Moonlight, actually. perhaps I'm going to have something by Mr. Art Tatum instead. We're going to have It's Only a Paper Moon. Well, that was kind of sharp. So, before I continue, I need to send out some shout outs, and I'm going to send out something. So, tomorrow we are launching iLive Caribbean on the 5th of October. Please, everybody, log in. wi.iliveradio.com. New venture, new platform. And with that in mind, I need to shout Mr. C, my twin. I need to shout Tony. And I need to shout Ryan. Behave yourself. Also for shout outs, I need to shout Mandy, Simone. I need to shout Jarzinho, Jason, Kerry-Ann. I need to shout everybody in the management team. And I will shout others in a little bit. However, now, Steve.
Hello.
Patsy.
Hello.
Tell me about how you two got together.
Oh, do you want to take the lead on this, or do I? Because you may come out really bad on it.
When it comes to radio, what it was is that I came off the booming, the last end of the booming pirate scene. And I really loved doing radio, and I wanted to move up and move onwards. I didn't want to stay on pirate forever. So I just set about making things different about the way I present and the music I play and the way I play my music and stuff. And then I got picked up by a local West Side at the time. It was myself and Jammer who used to do SNS. We started a kind of trend that other people are still copying today. I'm not going to mention any names. I'll keep quiet.
It's all right. You can be controversial if you wish. It's fine.
Please do.
I'm just saying, keep it. I left it for you. Keep it. Carry on doing what you're doing. I'll leave that where that is.
Wow.
And then basically, from there, they tried to give myself and Jammer a female presence because we were very caustic, very kind of,
Male orientated.
there's just too much testosterone.
Yes, I believe even I came up on your show once.
Well, indeed, you were on week to week.
Yes.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
But apparently, we proved to be a bit too caustic because the young lady left and never came back. So they wanted to give us another female to like complete the trio, and I said no. I will find my own, and I called P, and she came up and done it, and 13 years later, she's been with me through ups and downs and ons and offs and everything else. So
you can't be that bad because she's still with you.
Well, he had me there on the false pretenses.
I pay her
because I thought I was just visiting and coming. I was at loose end. I thought I'd come in and have a look, see what's happening. I've never been in a radio station before, so I thought,
okay.
So I came to visit.
Oh.
I hadn't planned to stay. It was only after...
it's like that stray cat.
Yeah. They adopted me.
Stray cat, you're so wicked. Can't you? Oh, wow.
It had nothing to do with him. His boss.
People, this is why he's called Rude.
Yeah.
DJ.
He liked
Rude.
me.
I've calmed down quite a bit over the past few years, so you know what I mean. But it's been a great combination in as much as the dynamic between us three was really, really good. Myself and Jammer, he's like my brother. We were very caustic, and then as I say, Fly Girl would be the one that puts us back in check, kind of thing.
Plus, I ain't taken none of their stuff. Understand? So
good for you.
It wasn't. They couldn't make me feel bad or make me feel like the little woman or anything. I gave as good as I got.
And sometimes you was as bad as we are, because
Wow.
with Fly Girl's kind of greenness on radio at the time, she would be likely to say whatever, and that wouldn't be favourable for us. She said something one time that got me called in the office the Monday after. Said something about South London. I don't want to repeat it.
I was joking.
It was a joke, and then someone took it really, really seriously. And then called up the office, and then I get called into the office, and we had to do some kind of an apology.
Which
the week after, which was just as bad as the original insult.
Fair enough.
We used to say in the beginning of the show, but put disclaimer, it's just for entertainment value. Please do not take any of this seriously. It's all done in jest and
but
fun.
People still...
Yes. Absolutely, yeah. But for me, that was a good kind of marker as to what was happening on the other side of the speaker. We knew people were listening. We knew people were listening from... We knew we were supposed to have 5 boroughs, but we knew people were listening on the internet. So that was a good marker for me. I could see how well the show was doing and who was listening. And if we could get on people's nerves, then that's good. But the core of what we did was playing a lot of like fresh R&B, fresh slow jams, doing all that stuff.
And back then it was called the SNS show.
That's right, Sunday Night Satisfaction, which was something I brought across from Platinum/Bashment FM.
Correct.
For so many years, we were like literally the keepers of West London when it came to slow jams. No one could beat Jammer, even today. No one could beat Jammer with slow jams. I say that with a hand on the heart. I say that with my chest. There's not many people that can come close to him because he's an actual music lover. He's not doing it for anybody else but himself. Wow. Fortunately, his selection is the same palette as everybody else's, but he's really, really good at what he does. He's a student of the game.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is true.
When it comes to regular R&B, I would take care of that, but he would do the slow jams, and we'd have a laugh all the way through. All three of us would have a laugh all the way through, and I think that's what it is. I think people latch onto the fact that we were all friends with each other, and we were all having a conversation, and they got to hear it. And I think that's where the hook is for what we've been doing over the past 11, 12 years odd.
I think it was camaraderie. It was effortless. It wasn't forced. It wasn't staged. It was natural. And I think people could imagine themselves being in their front room or their kitchen and having the same kind of conversation with their friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Only they don't get to throw us out. They can turn us off, but they can't throw us out. So,
And I'm still allowed in South London.
So tell me about
how... You changed your car, that's why.
So tell me, how did Jam Sessions come about?
I started doing another show without Fly called The Exposure, and it kind of focused on UK music. The first guest I had was Nasty Jack from the Nasty Crew, and I decided to just go down that road because what I found out was there was a lot of people that weren't getting heard. and I had a platform. Not long after starting that show, I met up with Ronnie Harrell, who's quite a big DJ, and he showed me something one night. I was doing a crossover. I was going from my first DJ set in one club to another one, and he was doing the same, and we met up just outside Kingley Club in central London. And I met a lot of people in the business, and some of them were really kind of closed off, standoffish, and then some of them are really open because they want the business to thrive. So they'll give you tips on how to make the business, how to continue the business, how to continue the scene. Ronnie was one of those people, and he's always let out a helping hand kind of thing. If I wanted information, he'd tell me where to get it from. So from that, I've decided that for myself that I'm, regardless of the whole rude moniker and everything else like that, I am a helpful person. Believe it or not, I am a helpful person.
He is.
And it's like I say, if we don't put the effort in this side, then later on we'll get nothing, we'll get garbage. It's not just the artists, it's DJs as well. If I don't show people the purity of being a DJ, then we're going to get rubbish DJs in a few years. And it's begun to happen because DJing is accessible to anybody now. You don't have to love what you do anymore.
Boy, this lockdown has if there's anything that this lockdown seems to, there's a world of DJs that have just gone zip, 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 zip,
Exactly.
zip.
And this is exactly what I've been saying. If we don't get the good guys in, we're not going to get the good guys out. And what you've seen over the past few months is little Barry, who's decided to get his little Bon
Big in his
Tempi.
bedroom.
Do you know what I mean? And he's got his mate shouting down an inverted pair of headphones, MCing. You've seen it time and time again over the past few months. How many people have you just jumped on just to have a look to see what they're doing and switched off within 5 minutes? There's no quality there. All right? So it's DJs and it's artists as well. Artists, I like artists, and this is why I like music, because music refreshes itself, doesn't it? You don't have to stay in your lane of the era that you grew up in.
This is
Music refreshes itself. You know what I mean? We are lucky we came up in an era where we had things like Rare Groove to look back on, and then later on you'll hear a sample from one of your favorite Rare Groove tracks appear in a tune that's just been released, but you know where it's come from.
Of course.
So there's a level of comfort there.
Of course.
It's even happening now. People are now slowing down garage samples and using it in their hip hop tracks. Do you know what I mean? That's what music's about. That's what music's about. Music is cyclical. It's always going to happen. And luckily for me, I'm one of these people that appreciates the freshness when it comes through. So not everybody can be an AJ Tracy. Not everybody can be a Wiley. Not everybody can have, that stroke of luck that takes them to the stratosphere.
Yeah.
My job is, as a DJ, to break new music. My job as a DJ and a presenter is to break new music and break new artists. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. If I'm not doing that, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. Yeah, you stood there, you've played 3 tracks that people can learn from. Why? Because everybody else is doing everything else already. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
I've built my lane. I'm staying in it. Unfortunately, I've dragged her with me.
Yeah, and the cans at the bottom, at the back of the car, when the people get married.
But I look forward to see. I look forward to when we see you in the. As much as you might say you're just in the background, I don't personally think so.
She's never in the background. It's one of the things that when I speak to people after the show, and I do all the videos and everything. I get to speak to the managers, I get to speak to the artists. One of the things that people always remember about the show is Fly Girl P.
Of course.
And apart from anything else, I think it's because she's a woman that she's able to research at such a level.
I'm nosy.
She's nosy, and it's like she'll dredge up information on the artist that the artist forgot they knew about. Do you know what I mean?
She's that auntie that.
She's that auntie.
She is that auntie. She's that auntie that is in the background there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm sipping on my tea because I already know what the tea is.
And they're genuinely shocked that the level of research has gone into their careers or whatever they've been trying to do. That they're quite surprised that what she's able to come out with. So in that respect, there's that. She's also a great content producer. She produces her own segments, which is
Yes, I like Patsy. Do you know which is the bit? You know what you need to bring back?
What?
Your segment where you're going up on the
Stanley
Stairways.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to bring back Stanley Stairways.
Because it was COVID. Because my mum.
Can we say Stan? Are they giving you money for this now?
Well, there's a certain brand of stair
It's
people.
already out the bag now.
Okay, right.
A certain type of stair lift.
Because my mum had to self-isolate and I was working out and about with people, I couldn't go and see her. So it was her stair lift. So I've had to knock it on the head for a little bit until she was okay to receive visitors. So, I'm coming back.
Oh,
I am coming back.
yes.
Just rebranded a little bit.
Oh, yes.
So along with that, she's also a bit of a videographer on the Sneak. So she handles camera 3. We try to film as much of the performances that we have on the show on a week-to-week basis, and if you see a kind of unsteady cam, it's Fly Girl P. But it's really that kind of fly
She's
on the
just
wall.
trying to give you seasickness.
Do you know what it is? It's because I'm supposed to be dancing or enjoying the jam.
You're too much.
I forget that I'm supposed to be working.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's like it's not just new artists as well. It's artists that have had their heyday perhaps and want to trickle back. We've had Joanna Gardner, we've had Patrice Rushen, we've had Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends, we've had Junior Giscom in, we've had Donnie in, we've had tons of people that you know already.
Wow.
That
Pauline
will pass through
Henry.
the show. We've had Pauline Henry. Yeah, I can't even forget.
Escoffrey, Michelle.
Do you know what? Pauline Henry would have been. It was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you see what I mean? It's not just new artists. If you've got new music and you're good at it, I want to hear it. I want to see what you're like performing it. And I think that Jam Sessions really has kind of sorted the wheat from the chaff. In as much as you might be good in the studio, but can you do it live? Can you? And you know, when you're going for that high note in the studio, I don't know, your producer might have auto-tuned you, but we'll find out.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, when you're in the studio
it's
with it's
coming.
just you and the guitar, and maybe a guy that's sitting on the drum box.
I actually like the stripped out.
Yes.
Sometimes the stripped out versions have their own merits, and they can actually. They're
absolutely.
much more.
Organic.
No, that's not
Authentic?
what I mean. Not even personal. No, not that. They're much more raw, and I think there's a deeper connection that you can find with it's much more from the soul and the heart, I think.
I think you can't hide your talent, and if you have talent, then I enjoy it more. Do you know what I mean? You can't hide. You cannot hide. The guitar's there to back you up. You can't hide behind instruments and productions and layers and layers and layers. You can't do that. You're just naked in the jungle. Everyone can see you, and that's it.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
So
Thought naked in the jungle.
You would.
you know, you've got thousands of people listening to you.
like we just might have today, but there you are, naked in the jungle.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think that's another selling point for jam sessions, that it really does allow you as an artist to show who you are. And that's it. I mean, all we're trying to do is to get the artists to show their personality and to display their talent, because people buy people at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So you know, if you're a nice person and you're not stuck up, and you know you've had this, we've had all kinds of people.
It makes you more likable and more marketable. If people can actually identify you and like you.
Stuck up?
We're not mentioning no
No,
names.
don't do that.
We don't do that.
Don't do
So
that.
okay.
We're
so,
like
all right.
doctor-client privilege.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right, if you're not going to mention then who was stuck up, what kinds of things did these individuals do?
They expect way more than they're getting. They expect a level of perhaps even service. There's one young lady that came in and thought that one of my co-hosts was some kind of runner.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the name, but yeah, they thought one of my co-hosts was a runner for them. And can you go and get me a bottle of water? And like Brittany's like, what? do you know what I mean? This woman's a doctor, literally. She's a doctorate. She's got a PhD and everything. She's not going to get you water. Relax, you know what I mean? So there's other people that expected a limo ride home, and they just got to jump in like a limo or a nice whatever. I booked him an Uber and bye, see you later.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's
a limo.
The amount of people that have these preconceptions about what they're coming to do, I find amazing, especially when they take themselves way too seriously. They're not up there. They're not up with the hoi polloi of the business. They're trying to come up, but they think, yes, they've got these delusions of grandeur, and reality smacks them in the face, with me laughing behind it, of course.
Right. So, I am now going to play Harbour Lights by The Platters, followed by Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, also by The Platters.
So polite.
I try.
I saw the harbor lights. They only told me we were parting. The same old harbor lights that once brought you to me. I watched the harbor lights. How could I help if tears were starting? Goodbye to tender nights beside the silvery sea. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. But you were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, for all the while my heart is whispering some other harbor lights will steal your love from me. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. But you were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, for all the while my heart is whispering some other harbor lights will steal your love from me. They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I must reply, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. When your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I chaffed them and I gaily laughed to think they could doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my Wednesday ride. Tears I cannot hide. So I stand and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes.
So that was Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by The Platters. I want to shout Avian and Kits. I want to shout everybody at work. So we're going to shout Evie, Cynthia, Joe, Becky, Heidi, Alice, Pat, Deep T, you little devil. I might think of some other people to shout. Oh, Stephen. Got to shout him. Yes. Next up is one of my dad's ultimate male vocalist, and that's Brooke Benton, and this is the Boll Weevil song.
Let me tell you a story about a boll weevil. Now, some of you may not know, but a boll weevil is an insect, and it's found mostly where cotton grows. But now, where they come from, nobody really knows. But this is the way the story goes. Now, the farmer said to the boll weevil, say, I see you on the square. The boll weevil said to the farmer, say, yep, my whole darn family's here. We gotta have a home. We gotta have a home. Then the farmer said to the boll weevil, said, why'd you pick my farm? And the boll weevil just laughed at the farmer and said, well, we ain't gonna do you much harm, but we're looking for a home. Then the boll weevil spotted him a lightning bug, and he said, hey, I'd like to make a trade with you. Because you see, if I was a lightning bug, I said, oh, I'd search the whole night through, just searching for a home. Oh, I'd have me plenty of homes. Then the boll weevil called the farmer and said, you better sell your old machines, because when I'm through with your cotton, so you can't even buy gasoline. I'm going to take me a home. You gotta have a home. Then the boll weevil said to the farmer, said, farmer, I'd like to wish you well. And the farmer said to the boll weevil, yeah, I wish that you was in looking for a home. Looking for a home. Oh, you'll have a home, all right. You'll have a home, a real hot home. Oh, you'll have a home.
So, last week I played a track, and my twin was here, Mr. C, and he wanted some kind of a rewind or something like that, I don't know, and I refused to rewind it at the time because I was going into my second hour, which is not about that. So I guess this one is going out to you, Mr. C. I'm going to play this one instead.
Hello. May I speak to Barbara? Barbara, this is Shirley. You might not know who I am, but the reason I'm calling you is because I was going through my old man's pockets this morning, and I just happened to find your name and number. So woman to woman, I don't think it's being any more than fair than to call you and let you know where I'm coming from. Now, Barbara, I don't know how you're going to take this, but whether you be cool or come out of a bag on me, you see, it really doesn't make any difference. But it's only fair that I let you know that the man you're in love with, he's mine. From the top of his head to the bottom of his feet, the bed he sleeps in, and every piece of food he eats. You see, I make it possible. The clothes on his back, I buy them. The car he drives, I pay the note every month. So I'm telling you these things to let you know how much I love that man. And woman to woman, I think you'll understand just how much I'll do to keep him. Woman to woman, if you've ever been in love, then you know how I feel. And woman to woman, now if you were in my shoes, wouldn't you have done the same thing too? Whoa, woman to woman, can't you see where I'm coming from? Woman to woman, ain't that the same thing you would have done? Woman to woman, now should I just step aside and let her take what's rightfully mine? Oh, woman to woman, was I right or was I wrong? Now I ain't gonna let you break up my happy home. Now woman to woman, now you see I don't want no trouble now. I hope you understand. I love that man, and he's mine. I'm talking to you, woman to woman. You should be woman enough to understand. That man, I love that man. Woman, woman, woman to woman, he's mine. And I ain't gonna give him up. Oh, baby, I ain't lying. The best of my years went with that man.
So this next track is called It Ain't No Fun, also by Shirley Brown, and it's going to take us to the top of the hour. On the other side, I'm going to delve back into some more conversation with Rude and Fly Girl P. And yes, they've got some revelations, stuff that I had forgotten about. Wow, this is too much. This is just too much. So this is It Ain't No Fun.
Well, it's getting late. I guess you'll soon be coming home. Yeah. We'll sit and talk, and you'll pretend, but your love for me is gone. Well, you act as though I'm just a friend, a quick hello, and you'll be gone again. picture make me think you care. Oh, don't you do that, baby. Yeah. But tell me, how can you give love when no love is there? Oh. I wish I knew the words to say the love that's slipping away.
Listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Are you looking for that feel-good music? The kind of music that makes you want to share with your friends? Then you've been looking for iLive Radio, your #1 source for music lovers worldwide, playing a variety of hits from soul, reggae, gospel, jazz, hip-hop, funk, and everything in between. Download the iLive Radio app now and listen to us when you're on the go. Available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. You can also listen live on TuneIn and Alexa. iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
This is Blaze, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
What up, though? This is your girl, Coco St. James, hailing all the way from Detroit, Michigan, USA, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to music.
This is Angela Johnson, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Weather. Happy Friday, everybody. So we have a Met Office weather warning in place for heavy rain and gusts of up to 40 to 45 miles an hour as Storm Alex crosses the south of England. It's going to be dry later, although we're never far away from the risk of another shower at 14 to 16 degrees. Now, this evening, we've got another weather system brewing. We're going to get further downpours, and then Saturday morning, it's going to be really quite very wet. Another blustery day will dry out in the afternoon, but again, could stay very wet. And Sunday is going to be showery on and off. See you tomorrow.
What's good? This is your girl, Drea Ivy, introducing my new show, Ivy Talks, the dopest podcast coming out of the beautiful city that is Miami, Florida, featuring the best artist interviews, covering the illest events in the city as we propel the culture of hip-hop and R&B. Make sure to check out Ivy Talks each and every Monday from 11 p.m. to midnight on iLive UK, changing the way you listen to radio. Let's talk.
Lightworks with V Swizzle. She's a hip-hop geek influenced by Dilla Beats. Tune into her show each and every Monday, 8 till 10 p.m. on iLive Radio UK, where the vibe is funky, chunky beats interwoven with lost funk hits for sound innovation. This is Lightworks with V Swizzle on iLive Radio UK.
I'm Charlie Jai, and I want you to get amplified with me every Tuesday from 4 until 7 p.m. Raw and unfiltered, but positively focused, bringing you an eclectic mix of all things real and relatable. Hot topics, games, a healthy debate, and lots of laughter. Get amplified every Tuesday on iLive Radio UK, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, how you doing, guys? This is DJ Magic J with the lovely
Shay
and the one and only DJ Express. Catch us each and every Tuesday night on iLive UK with the show called Who Loves Afrobeats, and we're gonna give you the best flavors in Afrobeat music, entertainment, news from the lovely endurance from Nigeria. So make sure you tune in each and every Tuesday night from the hours of 9 p.m. to
12 a.m.
on iLive UK. Who Loves Afro?
This is
is your girl Kaz.
And your girl Janelle.
And this is Now Chat Show, a platform to inspire. Each and every week, we'll be featuring a special guest who will be here sharing their story to inspire you.
With phone-ins, competitions, giveaways, and great music.
We'll get you ready for the weekend.
So be sure to lock in each and every Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. on iLive UK, changing the way you listen to radio.
Ready to start your Saturday night? Tune in to the Beats and Bass Show here on iLive Radio with me, DJ Deep Sound. Delve into the sounds of 140 deep dubstep, drum and bass, house, and many genres. Spinning something different every week, featuring special guest DJs and artists. The Beats and Bass Show, weekly 2 to 4 p.m. UK time, here on iLive Radio. Be there or be square.
Join me, Sims Mode, for that Saturday vibe every Saturday between 4 and 6 p.m. on iLive UK, giving you 2 hours of music, talk and discussions, competitions, interviews with guests, local, national and international from all walks of life. So keep it iLive UK for that Saturday vibe.
Spice of Life with the Baroness each and every Sunday from 5 to 7 on iLive UK.
Hey guys, I'm Nita the Writer. Catch me every Tuesday on iLive Radio at 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. where I'll be playing trap, soul, R&B, hip-hop, grime and drill. And also there'll be a segment of me putting on an instrumental and catching a vibe to a track, writing a hook and a verse and talking about melodies and how I come up with melodies, what our songwriters do and the tips and the tricks. If you want to catch a vibe, come catch a vibe with me. Laters.
We at iLive Radio UK want to hear from you, our loyal listeners. You can get involved by calling us on 0208 638 8503 or you can send a WhatsApp message to 07 564 265 257. Or how about engaging with us via the live chat stream on our website uk.iliveradio.com. Remember, you can also watch us live via YouTube, Facebook and on Instagram. And if ever you miss a show, you can listen back on Apple and Google Podcasts. It's iLive UK across all platforms. We're changing the way you listen to radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
Changing the way you listen to radio.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of my show today. This
Only
is the
2 hours.
Oh yes,
You need more.
No.
Yeah, you do.
This is the Baroness.
You need some more space to fit in my ego. You need another hour at least.
No, we good.
Yeah,
we good.
Okay.
So, at the end of the other hour, I said that we were going to discuss some stuff that even I had forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
But what I also said was, what I was going to do is I'm going to play 3 tunes which are synonymous that I know of with Mr. Rude and Young Fly Girl P here. So the first tune that I am going to play is this one, and we're going to let it go and let it play, and then halfway through I'm going to bring them in and yes, we shall discuss and ruminate. Absolutely.
Now nervous.
I know, I am too.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So much I want to pee.
These two are something else, truly.
Bartender. Put it on ice. There's another one born every minute. I'll sing.
I'll have to make sure I play my cards right. I'm not looking for a man, I'm looking for a sponsor. So while I'm up in here, I don't have to spend $1. You're not really what I would begin to call my type. 6'2", dark and handsome, body out of sight. What you'll do for what I'm looking for, and that's nothing but having a good time with my girls, just as long as you're buying. Yeah, I might let you in my world. One more drink for me and all my girls. One more drink and you might get a dance. One more drink and you just might get the chance. You've been staring at me all night, and it's not fair that I can't benefit from it, even though you're over there. You've been undressing me in your dirty thoughts, so why can't I have a drink? Since all of my clothes are off, you wanna dance and sweat on me, and that's cramping my style. So how about a drink that rhymes with that? I'm talking crystal. You want me to be your one night stand, fulfilling everything, and that might happen for you, just as long as you're buying. One more drink, I might let you in my world. One more drink for me and all my girls. One more drink, and you might get a dance. One more drink, and you just might get a chance. Yeah. One more drink, I might let you in my world. One more drink for me and all my girls. Drink and you might get a dance. And you just might get a chance. One more drink. Yeah, say, yeah. One more. One more. Come on, baby. I'm standing at the bar. One more. One more. One more. One more. One more, yeah. One more, hey, yeah. One more. One more. Hey, yeah. One more. Give me one drink, baby. You ain't got to think, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. Ooh. One more. Hey, yeah. One more drink, and I might just let you in my world, baby. One more drink for me. Don't forget all about my girls. And I might just give you one dance. Don't you wanna change? Don't you wanna change? One more drink, I might let you in my world. One more drink, come on, baby, you don't have to think. I said one more drink, and you might get. Come on, don't you wanna dance, baby? Don't be a cheapskate, baby. Buy me a drink, baby. Whoa.
One more drink.
And I might just.
Yep, that's about this. That sums it up.
Oh my word! Oh my word! So Steve,
You.
you're the first person that I ever heard play that tune.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with Jaguar right now these days? She seems a bit
Very,
angry.
very mouthy. But I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I obviously I hear it, and she's letting off all sorts about Mary J. Blige and this, that, and the other. But to me, it's got nothing to do with anything of any value. For me, it's about the music. When she releases more music, come and talk to me. I'll be there. But all this other stuff, all the drama, I stay drama free. I don't need it. So keep that over there.
Tiki Taka.
Yeah, I don't need the drama, man. Don't need that drama.
So why'd you say that tune's Flag LP? What's going on?
Well, I don't drink anymore. So I'm teetotal. I have been for the past 8 years, and Flago now has my round.
You see, this is very interesting because Rude used to have a very burgeoning relationship with Courvoisier.
Yeah, I did.
You know, and when Buster brought that tune out, Pass the Courvoisier,
That's my theme tune.
That was
mine.
definitely him. Pass the Courvoisier.
Yeah, it was mine as well.
Just I used to drink that. Anything that was made of brandy, I'd drink it. Apart from brandy, Martell, Remy. Oh gosh, I could go.
Only top shelf, babe.
Top shelf, mate.
Yeah, there's a certain level you just don't go like 3 Barrels, Napoleon.
What's the one that used to sell in the hood?
EJ,
that's the one. Yeah,
that's as low as I will go.
Shh, do not pay me.
Sorry. They don't go
there was some that's really bad, but I drink it anyway because it's brandy.
Wow.
Yeah. The other thing I used to love was El Dorado, which you got me into.
Why? Excuse me. No. Hello. Let's see. Interviewer.
Yeah.
Interviewee.
Have you noticed that a lot of the stuff that she's asking us all points back to her?
Basically.
Like the radio, when she used to call, she used to come onto our show.
What you haven't told your listeners is that
you were the fourth.
When we were on SNS, there was 3 of us in the studio, and one. Okay, you see, like you got the superheroes, and you got the guy in the chair in the office telling them what to do.
No, the
That's her.
Musketeers. There was always 4, but you just didn't see the 4th one.
Was she D'Artagnan then?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what she was.
Yeah, so she was more like an agony aunt.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie's Angels. She was Charlie.
That means I was an angel.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. But you used to sort out all the listeners' problems out.
Wow.
Yeah, if you remember back in the day.
Yeah, I'd forgotten all about that.
Yeah, well.
I was in a section and my name was
Dr.
Bootsy.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you know what?
Don't know how we got it.
Don't know how we came with Bootsy, but yes. That was my name,
Dr. Barry instead.
I'm going to try and remember why we call you Dr. Bootsy. It will come to me.
It's probably Jammer that gave her that.
It was Jammer. It really was. Where is Jammer these days?
Jammer's enjoying himself. He's staying away from radio. He's changed his life and he's just doing what he's doing. But he's a very happy man.
Good
just
for
doing
him.
what he's doing.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Well, about when I'm saying shout outs to people, big shouts out to DJ Ilatek. He's a very, very smart guy, a marketing genius, and he's busy doing things, so go and check him out. One day he just called me up and said, Rudy, I'm doing a video. Can you come and shoot behind the scenes for me? And I thought, what do you mean you're doing a video? You never told me. He's one of these guys that just gets on and does stuff. And that's the way that I want to, I try to work hard to be that person. I don't want to just talk it. I want to walk it. I'll talk it afterwards when I've done it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Big shouts to him.
Yeah, yeah. He's also the guy that rang you up one day and said he'll murk a DJ.
Yes, he did. He did. But he's a very belligerent young man.
Oh my goodness. Yes. It was most amusing hearing that one.
And the thing is,
what did he just say? What did he just say?
He can do that. He can do that. He can.
Wow.
He has the facilities.
Wow.
Indeed. Well, you played a tune for her, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, so I'm going to play. So this next tune I'm going to play is one that we all collectively used to like.
Okay.
And I remember, I can't remember what year, but I remember we did say that we felt this was the best tune that had come out that year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Terry Walker.
Ah, who's been on the show?
Love at first sight.
That's the way I feel about her. This is my tune.
I know it may seem a bit extreme, but I knew straight from the line. You were standing right in front of me, but never looked behind. From the moment that I stepped into the dance, I knew tonight that you'd be mine. The way you stood up with your boys and scanned the room in your eyes met with my eyes. Think that I'm in love with you. that you be messing with my head. When you whispered in my ear, my body wished that you were in my bed. Think that I'm in love with you. Think that I'm in I've never felt this way before. Could this be your first sight? I know I need you in my life. Maybe we can start tonight. I've never felt this way before. Could this be your first sight? I know I need you in my life. Maybe we can start tonight.
Yeah.
That was
The lovely Terry Walker. Yeah.
Terry Walker.
Absolutely. One of the nicest people in this business.
She
without
is.
a doubt.
I can attest to that. She is a lovely lady.
I wanted to come back, but we're going to have to get that restraining order sorted first before...
Against him.
Against me, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know, I love Terry Walker.
He loves her.
She's one of the nicest people. And I don't get to say that a lot, unfortunately, in you know, being in the music industry and whatever, but she's one of the nicest people you can ever meet. Yeah.
She is indeed.
She still hasn't lost her edge. She doesn't see herself above anything else. She's been through like so much as an artist that she's never forgotten where she's coming from. She doesn't care about being like a top flight, whatever. She's just going for what she knows, and that's
This is it.
Yeah,
This is it.
Yeah.
While I remember Terry Walker, shouts out to Q. How you do?
Shouts out to the producer of that song as well. Another Hustle. Big shout to you, bro. I remember when that tune came out. I was one of the first people to have it. There was a Birmingham bassline remix that was all the rage at the time, and I was one of the first people to play that as well. But I absolutely loved that track. I loved the video. I loved everything about it. And I played it for Terry when she came, and she even kind of forgot that she did it, kind of thing. So
I think I actually listened to that show and heard her. She was like, "Oh,
yeah, yeah." So I like doing that. It's nice to surprise
people.
Yeah.
Love it. So, third tune.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hot Tonight. By New Edition.
Produced by Ryan Leslie.
Yes.
Yeah, who I was a big fan of, but we can talk about that later if you want.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will talk about that later. But here it is.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. N.E. keep it hot for you. Now let me set it off in the right way. You got a banging booty and a tight waist. I've been a fan since I met you in the lobby. And hopefully you end up over my place.
I can't believe I never saw you coming over until you put your pretty hand up on my shoulder. I wanna touch, I wanna kiss, I wanna hold you. Yeah, I really wanna get you hot tonight.
Come on.
So tell me what I gotta do to get the hook up in the future. Baby, you choose tonight, whatever you like, and I'ma pick you up on time.
And it's cool if you don't want to, but you be a fool if you don't want to. Cause I guarantee that if you with me, you're gonna be feeling how you're supposed to be.
Girl, give me your number, give it to me. Forget it, here go my number. Here you go. Forget it, you don't need my number. do to get the hook up in the future? You choose the night, whatever you like, and I'ma pick you up on time. And it's cool if you don't want to, but you's a fool if you don't want to. Cause I guarantee that if you're with me, we gonna have a good time tonight. Give me your number. Yeah. Forget it, here go my number. Here you go. Forget it, you don't need my number. Forget it, you don't. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Come on, girl. Give me your number. Forget it, here go my number. Come and get it, you don't need my number. Get it, you don't really need it at all. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Can we break it down? Baby, can we break this down? Can we break it down? Yeah. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Can we break it down? Can we break it down? Can we break it down? Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. So get your hands up. Girl, give me your seen a lot of shorties in the club tonight, but you the only shorty I'ma love tonight. The one and only woman that I'm thinking of. So come on over here, let me show you some love. Girl, I wanna get you real hot tonight. See if I can love you non-stop tonight. Wanna make you feel like you feel alright. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Girl, give me your number. Forget it, here go my number. Forget it, you don't need my number. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Right here. Girl, give me your number. Give it. Forget it, here go my number. Yeah. Forget it, you don't need my number. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Right here. Let me say, ooh, baby. Alright, yeah. And keep it hot for you. I wanna say, ooh, baby. Alright, yeah. And keep it hot for you.
So, explain the Ryan Leslie travesty.
It's not really a travesty. Ryan Leslie is a brilliant producer, and he was very generous at the time by way of showing people how he made tracks, and it was very engaging and everything like that. So I got the opportunity with my good friend DJ Drake, big up to you, David, to go and interview Ryan Leslie. And he was, how can I put this? He's the kind of guy that will wear sunglasses indoors and think that he's way above where he is. But he has to remember that he's in a different market where people don't know him as well, unless they're actual fans of what he does. Do you see what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, you're Sean Combs Bad Boy affiliated, but no one in England knows that unless they follow you, kind of thing. So he was very like, you're my fan, you should bow down to me, kind of thing. He had that aloofness about him. And he didn't do much after that. After that, he got his laptop stolen in Germany and had to pay $1 million to get it back, or whatever it is.
Whoa!
Because all his tunes were on it.
Wow.
Yeah, in fact, he offered $1 million. What he did is he offered $1 million, and then the guy found the laptop and he didn't give the $1 million back. So they took him to court, and then he had to give up his masters. Boom. There you go. So don't talk it if you can't walk it. That's rule number one. And number two, if you get interviewed by me, understand who you are. You're just a human being who plays music. There you go. So that's my Ryan Leslie story. But I still think he's a fantastic artist. I still think he's a fantastic producer. And that's it.
And that's the word according to Rude DJ.
Just keeping it 100.
That's the gospel according to
just keeping
Rude.
it 100, man. Just keeping it 100.
Yes. So what's in the future for you now?
In the future, Jam Sessions is coming back very soon. I'm looking forward to that. My only kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Reservation is that, after such a long time being away, having to rebuild the brand, but that's something I enjoy doing anyway. Mm-hmm. I've got people trying to take my arm off to get on the show, but I can't have them on straight away. Coronavirus, COVID, whatever.
Right.
I'm looking forward to trying to find different ways to do stuff, because as a DJ, I've been basically told by the government that I should stop being a DJ and go and retrain and do something else. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? I love being in clubs and playing music. That's what I do.
You looking to find a vaccine?
No.
Okay.
There's I don't want to get into too deep about the corona thing.
Oh no, I was just wondering if you were there, at home, lab in the backyard, in the shed, concocting something. I just wanted to know, breaking news and all that kind of stuff. But
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you were.
Yeah, I just want to try to move forward and come out of this thing stronger than we went into it.
Yeah.
You won't find me on Facebook being a DJ. I'll leave that to the likes of Lethan, king of the lockdown crew.
Yeah, love you, Lethan. Thank you for everything.
But yeah, with regards to radio, I'll be back very soon. I won't be able to come here anymore and hang out with you, which I've thoroughly enjoyed this afternoon.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that, sir. It's been really great.
Yeah, but we'll be back doing jam sessions soon, and we'll have to find another way to have guests live on the radio.
Yes,
yeah.
we will. Wow.
And Fly Girl will be with me.
Mm-hmm. I will be.
Yeah.
You sure?
That's
He'll
very committed.
Me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Proceedings.
He's my radio hobby, so the only way I'm going anywhere is if he divorces me and I'm taking half the business. Yeah.
Oh, great.
I want half, as Eddie Murphy sings it. Half.
Okay.
Oh, you're mfufu.
Yeah, mfufu.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you really find her in the bush though? Anyway, so
Shepherd's bush.
moving on.
I'm keeping out of this one. I can see some trouble coming. Can I shout out Gus as well, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Gus.
I've got to shout out my producer Gus, who keeps me out of trouble. Literally keeps me out of trouble. And
really?
Keeps me out of the legal office. So I don't get called in.
What do you mean the legal office? What are you trying to say?
There's things that we are, with radio that's governed the way we are governed. We've got to be careful of what we say and what we do and whatever, which is why we have to vet her stories. So I get, I keep out of trouble with the help of my producer Gus, who's one of my closest friends forever. I don't even say how long I'll be just
Your
dating
mouth's still
myself.
open, Patsy. What's going on?
He doesn't understand. I've got fans out there who love those stories. They live for those stories. Yeah. And I'm an artist, and I don't like when I'm, I got handcuffs.
Oh, your creative freedom.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Do you feel stunted?
I do.
Oh.
Stifled.
Oh, wow.
Big shouts to Sunny as well. See me just moving swiftly past.
I was about to
this.
say you're just leaving her there to suffocate.
Yeah, just gonna have to leave it there. I was just saying thanks to everyone that's ever tuned in to Jam Sessions. We will be back, and thank you to Fly Girl P for just being you for the past over a decade.
Aww.
You owe me a Mars bar now.
Yeah, I do.
Or Twix finger.
And a cup of tea.
Oh, bless.
And thank you for you as well. I mean, you've done it.
Wow.
People don't know, about how we know each other, but you've done a lot for me. I don't want to say too much on the radio, but you've done me favors when I was flat on my face.
Oh wow.
Especially with music, and you know what you did, right? You remember what you did, yeah?
No, I don't. But go on.
I've got a whole folder because of you that I was able to go to a gig in East London with and play in line with the Nasty Boys. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? So someone gave me ammunition so I could look like I could do something, and that was Shibby. So big ups to you as well.
You've been an inaugural,
Quite clearly, and I never even knew.
Yeah.
Never even knew. Never even knew. My goodness.
Shivy, you got a lot of music. You got a head for music. You do what you want to do, and that's the way it should be.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
On that note,
$5. No worries.
Yeah, no, I'll send that to you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do the back
PayPal.
PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cash
Sweet joy.
out. No worries.
Oh wow! And on that note, now, so we're going to move into some independent. Well, not independent. We're just going to move into some soul.
Yeah.
And this is and let me see. Well, yes, Antonio McClendon. I was about to call him something completely different. This is That's the Way. That's the Way.
Before you took your first step upon this earth, I've been watching you. You're the center of my affection, the focus of all my care, and wherever you are in the world, I'll be there. Every time you laugh, every time you hurt, it's my arms you feel, 'cause my love is real. That's how much I love you. That's how much I love you, 'cause that's the way I love you. Do anything for you. Do anything for you. That's how much I love you. And they wonder what it is about you that I find so lovely. It's in my image that you are made. One look at you, that's all it takes. But you have the ability to choose, and every time you do, it makes me want to love you more and more. 'Cause that's the way I love. It's the only way I know how to love. Do anything for you. That's how much I love you. That's how much I love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you. That's the way I love. The way you love. Do anything for you. Anything for you. That's how much I love you. My love's the truth. More than anything. It's the essence of who I am. My son gave his life to bring you straight to me. So you'll never have to worry about how much I love. That's how much. That's how much. That's the way. That's how much. That's how much I love you. That's how much I really do. That's the way. That's the way. That's how much I love you. Cause that's the way I love. That's the only way I know how to love. Anything for you. Anything for you. That's how much I love you. That's how much. That's how much I love you. That's how much I truly do. That's the way. That's the way, that's the way. That's how much I love you. That's how much I really do. That's the way. That's how much I love. That's how much I love you. That's how much. That's the way. That's the way I love. That's how much I love. That's how much. That's the way I love. That's how much I love. That's how better and better. Yeah. Yeah, it is. The moment I laid eyes on you, I felt that you were someone who could bring fulfillment to my life. And I was right. I went from feeling incomplete to having love abundantly. So I propose a toast to us, to being in love. Ever since we've been together, ever since we
that walking in my shoes is something that most guys would do. 'Cause you naturally stand out and shine. You're one of a kind. But they don't see you like I do. Watching from my bird's eye view, you're more than just a pretty face. I've seen my happiest days since we've been together. We've been together, and our life just keeps getting better, better, better. So glad you're mine. It's so good, I have no reason to complain. We have what many can't attain. Yeah, and I'm expecting more of the same in the years to come. Oh, ever since we've been together, life keeps getting better, keeps getting better. Oh, so much my girl. Yeah. Ever since we've been one, girl. So good, so glad. La 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 la. La 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 la. Getting better, 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 yeah. So glad. La 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 la. La 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 la. Getting better, better. So better, 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 baby. So glad.
My gosh. Do you know what? It's been so good having these two back in the studio. It just reminded me
Of the trauma.
It's just reminded me of why Rude is called Rude. Oh boy. Oh gosh.
Do you notice I have to be nice and polite on air, and then when the mics go off?
Boy, you people really don't know. Just Rude. It's just Rude.
I can handle him. It's alright.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's not the one. So come on.
Yeah.
Who's the worst person you've ever interviewed?
Oh, we can't do that.
I can tell you where I've screwed up the most.
Tell us that.
Why would you do that?
Well, because I'm human. I don't mind saying where I've failed.
I'm perfect. I am.
I can't remember who it was. I can remember who it was. I can't remember her name now. But she's actually done well. She was on Real Housewives of Schmiggity Bad Babble, Love and Hip Hop, one of them things she went on to do. I'm going to remember soon, and then when I walk out of here, I'll remember and say that's her name. No, lovely girl. She's come from New York. You'll probably know her if I was to say her name, but I can't remember it because I'm getting old. But
I don't watch them programs. I'm sorry.
I got told that that I was interviewing her like literally 5 minutes before.
Oh, right, okay.
Normally, I would
do some sort of preparation.
Well, I'd either do some preparation or I could just go off the cuff. But because of who it was, she's a very attractive woman. But she was on the phone anyway, and she'd just woken up, and it was terrible. I didn't introduce myself properly. There was, it was just a terrible interview, and I thought, this woman is never going to speak to me again. But she flew over about 4 months later, and I actually got the face-to-face interviews, and it went much better. I had to apologise for the phone interview. It was just terrible.
Deary me.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you would actually do such a thing.
I'm sorry.
It's just not the dude that I know.
I am a human being, believe it or not.
Well, wow.
He most probably were having some like menopause kind of symptoms at the
What?
time. Yeah.
Okay.
My mouth opened and then it closed.
Mouth agape.
Yes, pretty much. Very much so.
I just wanted to add with regards to new artists, if you take yourself seriously and carry yourself in a professional manner, then people like me will take you seriously. I invite people to send music to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've got a track and it's got N-bomb, F-bomb, T-bomb, S-bomb, Q-bomb everywhere, and you want me to play it on radio, forget yourself.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what I mean? Take yourself seriously, conduct yourself in a professional manner, understand where your music is going, understand your
produce
target.
Quality.
Right, exactly. Don't do it on your Bontempi organ in your bedroom and then send it to me.
On your what?
Bontempi organ.
Oh my gosh.
Bontempi. You
That's
know you've
from,
got.
From I
Exactly.
don't have, but that's obviously from the days of Woolworths.
Exactly.
Christmas 1978.
It is. Or the Sony My First Keyboard. Don't do it on that and send it to me, because get your music mastered. You know what I mean? Some people come in with their managers, and that's fine. But if you're going to get a manager, make sure you get a manager that's done something that actually believes in your product.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much I can say.
So if you had some real humdingers.
I can guarantee you now, I'll go to my inbox and there's 100 brand new tunes that I have not listened to yet, and 5 of them will be decent, and 2 of those 5 will be good enough to play on radio.
No. So come back to the bit where you said about the managers. So have you had some bad experiences? Or
yeah, I've had managers that clearly know nothing about what they're doing.
Oh wow!
It's their uncle. Who lays bricks on the Monday to Friday and carries himself as a music producer just because they've met somebody in the industry 2 weeks ago, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's how you do it nowadays.
Oh no, I mean the way the business has changed so much over the past 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people you don't need anymore.
Of course.
If you're prepared to put the work into yourself, invest in yourself with time and your money, you can build your own fan base and go clear by yourself. Don't sign one bit of deal. Keep all your publishing, keep all your sales, everything, all independent. People are doing it right now. You don't need these people to help you. But if you want to help, get help. Get help. Don't get, sometimes a plaster is not going to cover up a hole that needs stitches. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
Exactly. And there's so many people that are, okay, let me put it this way. When you go to the playground?
Yes.
Not now, when you're a kid.
Yes.
Unless you've got some kind of weird thing that you want to go play.
Hey.
All right, cool. Go to the playground. Everybody wants to get on the roundabout, but nobody wants to push.
Okay. True.
Yeah, that's the way the business is right now.
Okay.
I am the person that gets off the roundabout and pushes the bar around, or I stick my foot out and I'm doing that on the ground. Okay. Everybody else wants to just jump on. It's not the way it works. So when you're going to get help, make sure these people have some kind of track record and can do something for you.
Absolutely.
And you yourself, invest time and effort into yourself. If your stuff doesn't sound as good as the people that you idolize, then something is wrong. If you're not making steps towards it. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We get used, myself and Flygirl get used quite a bit for a artist's first experience of being interviewed live on air.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So they'll use us for media training, for want of a better phrase. Unfortunately for them, it's us that is interviewing them, so they'll never have another interview.
I was going to say that's not an easy. That's not an easy feat.
No, it's not. But we get people relaxed, and when they come to the studio, we get them relaxed. We get them to understand why they're doing what they're doing.
And then, bam.
Yeah. So.
Before they know it, they're telling us all their secrets and their bank details.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're comfy. But the reason I say that is you're probably never going to have another interview. Not you, but an artist is never going to have another interview like what we will give, because we're very, very different. We're not cookie cutter at all by any stretch of the imagination. Because we're trying to get your personality to come out. We don't care about your favorite color or your favorite flavor of ice cream. We don't care. We care about your music and your personality. That's what we're trying to get out. Some managers don't see what we're doing, and that's just a telltale sign for me that you're not twigged. You're not ready to be that person's manager or the handler. because you're a bricklayer Monday to Friday. It's not what you do. You need someone that's going to be proving in themselves to be able to help you and get you to where you want to be, and not just nick 15% off some local show that you do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's it. I want everyone to keep making music. I want everyone to keep sending us music. I want to keep promoting music. I want to keep promoting new artists. Like I said, if we don't do this, we're going to have garbage coming out later on. So
absolutely. So, I hope everybody has heard the gospel according to Rude DJ.
And Fly.
Oh no, that's his gospel.
Yeah,
mine is totally different.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And I hope everybody has enjoyed the sermon.
Yeah,
according to Fly Girl P. So just to recap, please make sure that you do not go into the realms of non-censorship and so on and so forth. Coming up at the top of the hour, we have a new show, new DJ, Dukes, who will be taking us through the realms of R&B, old school, new school. Till then, I am going to play a favourite. Well, yes, I quite like this tune. I like the intro, and for some strange reason, I like the bass line on this. So this is Clientele, Change the Game.
So I think this next tune coming up could very well, maybe not. Well, let's see how we go. I hope it's not my last one. But if it is my last one, I hope everybody has a good time. I just want to say thank you to Rude DJ, aka Steve. Hello. Fly Girl P, aka Patsy. I want to thank them for coming into the studio today. Do you know what? I can't even begin to tell you how good, just how good it has been to be back in the studio with these guys. And they've reminded me so much. I've always thought that I was never really into radio that much, but actually
you were.
I was into radio a lot from way back when, and quite a lot actually.
This is the reason that I'm really happy to see you doing what you're doing.
Oh, really?
Yes, we were very happy when you got your little slot.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just thrilled. What I will say is my dad would have been lit beyond belief. Yeah. If he was still alive to see this, my dad would have been like, yes. But
Dad would have said, this boy's still around.
Yeah, my dad used to call you Garth Crooks, right?
Yeah, why?
Even Steve Sutherland, just
nothing.
Or what's
R.I.P. Steve.
You know, or Trevor Nelson.
Oh yeah,
not
one.
Even.
Old chestnut. Oh.
My dad walked into the living room one day and said, "Oh, but your friend looked like Garth Crooks."
And the thing is, I'm an Arsenal fan, and he chose the most archetypal Spursman ever.
You know when you look at someone and just go like that.
Oh well. It's gonna live with me for the rest of my days, I reckon.
See, I didn't see it until you just said it.
Oh my goodness. Now I know I'm in trouble.
You are.
Oh wow. Oh well, there we go.
God.
So, all right, everybody. So this is it. I think this is going to be my last tune of the day. This is Back in the Day by Secret Rendezvous.
You were one of the cool kids, baggy pants, shades on, chilling with your friends at the basketball court, smoking something, wearing Nikes you probably couldn't afford. But you look like a king and you knew I was watching you. Yeah. See, I was never a cool kid. Vintage clothes, always humming something with my headphones on. I tried to fit in, but I guess it was different then. You made me feel like a queen when I saw you smile at me. And so we meet again. I ain't gonna lie, the thought crossed my mind. What if we tried again? After all this time, we still got that vibe like cruising down the city, playing Tupac and Brandy. If you want them, maybe we can kick it like late night on the street, sipping on Bacardi. Take me back to the 90s, and let's kick it like that day in mid-September. Not sure if you remember, but you took me to the movies, and though it was innocent, I bet you didn't realize right then and there it would set a tone for what's to come. By now you probably had your fair share of heartbreak. Honestly, I thought I was never gonna see you again, but ever since 99, each summertime I reminisce about you and me back in the day. And so we meet again. I ain't gonna lie, the thought crossed my mind. What if we tried again? After all this time, we still got that vibe like cruising down the city, playing Tupac and Brandy. If you want them, maybe we can kick it like late night on the street, sipping on Bacardi. Take me back to the 90s, and let's kick it like like back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
This is Paul Randolph, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
This is Shay Solbright, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way that you, I, and we listen to radio.
Hey, what's up? This is Izane, and I'm rocking with iLive Radio, where they're always supporting independent artists.